Hello and welcome back to my Animal Crossing series. This is the second episode in building my new island, which is now called Raeberry. I'm so excited to keep going on this adventure with you guys. So in this episode, it was originally going to be just a villager hunt episode, but I went on a 168 Nook Mile ticket villager hunt and only found one of the 3 villagers that I was looking for. So I'm going to insert that clip here. We found her. Yes. Yes. Thank goodness. Yes. 2 hours and 40 minutes later, we have found our first villager. And it is Cookie! I was looking for either Cookie or Flora. Both of them are eventually going to be on my island, but I wanted to see which one showed up first. And Cookie did! Yay! I'm so happy. Okay, so hopefully it should be easier to find all of the other villagers now because all of the different peppy villagers should now be eliminated. So now it should show me only lazy and normal villagers, which means that it should be a little easier now. And I thought this was going to be easy because it was only 3 villager types, but I was wrong. So the other 2 villagers I was looking for was Aurora and Zucker, and I could not find them at all. It was getting very frustrating. So I ended up taking 2 other villagers instead, just so I could have villagers that I liked to look at until I went to replace them. So I ended up going with Bertha and Bob because I like the colors of Bertha, and Bob I was getting closer to the end and I had not seen him yet and he looked pretty cool, so I ended up taking him. So here's clips of me taking those 2 villagers right here. So now what we're going to do today is we're going to place those plots so the new villagers can move in, and then we are going to build the DIY stuff that is required for those houses to go up, and then we're just going to keep on going until we build the new resident services building and get Isabelle to come onto the island, so then we can start checking our rating system and get up to 3 stars and finish the story, hopefully before the new update comes out on January 15th.
Like I said, the first thing I did was place these 3 villager plots onto the far side of my island. They will eventually be the homes to Cookie, Bertha, and Bob. Then I chopped some wood and grabbed some other materials to make some furniture for the inside and outside of all of these houses. Once I had everything, I was able to craft all of the furniture. Then the houses were ready to go and I could move to the next day. On the next day, Tom Nook made his announcements and said that Bob was moving in today. I was greeted by Harv as soon as I left my house, but I won't be visiting him for a while. Each day, I watered some flowers, perused Nook's cranny, got money from my money trees, and planted some new ones. I made some snowboys, looked at Nook Mile services, perused Nook shopping, did some group stretching, dug up any manila clams I saw on my way to finding my DIY bottle for the day, and I made sure to check in with all of my current villagers. The next day is when Cookie moved in, and the day after that is when Bertha moved in. After letting me know about Bertha's arrival, Tom Nook let me know that the resident services tent would become a resident services building and that construction on this would begin tomorrow. So naturally, I just went to the next day. The next day is when resident services began construction. But the day after that is when resident services was finally in its new building. This is also when Tom Nook introduced everyone to, drumroll please, Isabelle. Isabelle introduced herself on the island broadcast, and then I went into resident services to officially get introduced to her by Tom Nook. Tom Nook also let me know about a big plan that he had, and his big plan is that he wanted to invite KK Slider to have a concert on Raeberry. Isabelle and I supported him in this big endeavor, and the first thing I needed to do in order to get KK Slider to visit my island was to build a campsite. I completely forgot to record all of the footage of me building the campsite, so I'm just gonna cut to the next day. I couldn't even leave my house the next day without Tom Nook calling to bother me, and this is when I was forced to go to the airport to go meet Lottie. Unfortunately, I will not be visiting Lottie to work for her for quite some time now, as I have quite a few things to do still on this island. But it was nice to meet her, and nice for Tom Nook to recommend me to her nonetheless. After this, I visited the campsite as it was all done, but there was no one there yet. So I went to the next day, and found out that someone was visiting on the campsite, as Isabelle pointed out. Who was visiting, you might ask? Well, here's me reacting to that.
Keaton. You look interesting. Well, Keaton, you're gonna move on to my island.
I did indeed invite Keaton to live on my island because the first campsite villager you get, you have to invite them to live on your island, so I convinced him to live on my island. Tom Nook was very, very happy about this, and then he gave me a housing plot for Keaton so he could literally, actually, move on to my island. I put Keaton's house right next to the campsite on the beach because I didn't know where else to put it. Then I went back to Tom Nook and told him that I found the perfect spot for Keaton's house, on the beach. Then I went to the next day and Keaton officially moved into his house. I went back to Tom Nook and Tom Nook let me know that the campsite is working. I also went to his chair and he told me about the rating system and that Isabelle is going to take charge on collecting feedback on how the island is doing. She is collecting her feedback and using a 5-star system, and we have a 1-star rating. That means that we need to get to 3 stars in order for KK Slider to even think about having his concert here, so now we're on the road to 3 stars. After this, I went to get my Nook Miles for the day, and Tom Nook let me know that I can use Amiibo to invite campsite villagers now, which is great, because that's how I'll be moving in my villagers from now on.
I also completely forgot to mention that during my villager hunt, I was keeping track of what villagers I encountered, and I made a little tally chart based off of the first letter of each villager's name. So A had a certain amount of tallies, B had a certain amount of tallies, C, D, and so on and so forth. I wanted to see which letter would come out on top, and then I would perform a song that I wrote that started with that same letter at the end of this video. So with a grand total of 23 villagers out of 168 tickets, was C coming out on top. A close second was S with 21 villagers, and then in third was M with 19 villagers. That also includes like doubles, like people who I saw twice. So a song that I'm working on at the moment that starts with C is called Closed for the Winter. So that's the background music that you heard underneath the narration for this video. So now I'm going to do a little acoustic version of it so you can hear the lyrics.
Cause that's what they say will attract the most guys. I don't think my lucky looks have come quite in clutch, cause you had to friend zone me, our story goes as such. It all started with donuts and crazy car rides. Now I'm hoping you texted back at every red light. I have some pieces from different parts of you, but not a whole picture, so here is the truth. I'm not meant for you. Said that you would call, but you're drunk at 3 a.m. Gave me all your heart, yet you say we're just friends. I've got a situation and the blood is on my hands. Now I can't help but think that I'm the one who caused this. I stayed up late at night just to see your smiling face. Didn't know by morning all your thoughts would be erased. Started in October, by December we were done. Now I'm closed for the winter, waiting for a better someone. Never thought that feeling sad one night could last for several weeks. Now more than ever I don't want to clean my sheets. And you said that you love me, but you don't even try. Give me one reason to believe that's not a lie. Now I think I've been lighting myself up with gas, believing that the worst of life is stuck in the past. After the red lights would turn into green, I put the phone down and began to see you're not meant for me. Said that you would call, but you're drunk at 3 a.m. Gave me all your heart, yet you say we're just friends. I've got a situation and the blood is on my hands. Now I can't help but feel like I'm the one who caused this. I stayed up late at night just to see your smiling face. Didn't know by morning all your thoughts would be erased. Started in October, by December we were done. Now I'm closed for the winter, waiting for a better someone. See my tears, cause you don't wanna think that you caused them. If there's plenty of fish in the sea, I must be drowning in the ocean. All the texts on my phone, one by one, all they gave is a sense of false hope. So keep me in reality, cause I'll give up a fantasy. Communicate with me. Said that you would call, but you're drunk at 3 a.m. Gave me all your heart, yet you say we're just friends. I've got a situation and the blood is on my hands. Now I can't help but think that I'm the one who caused this. I stayed up late at night just to see your smiling face. Didn't know by morning all your thoughts would be erased. Started in October, by December we were done. Now I'm closed for the winter, waiting for a better someone. I'm not meant for you. You're not meant for me too.
Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.